Welcome back, guys. Yes, Aquitania is complete, and I have got so much to show you, and I've got quite a bit to tell you as well. Now, this is not going to be the last video. I am going to do what I promised, and I'm going to do some train rides and bus rides around the city, and you'll see when I show you. I've extended some of the railways and set up some new bus lines. And I think you might want to see those because they're going to be quite spectacular. Shall we have a bit of a look around? I mean, it's kind of nice. You can start to see, look. You can start to see new things that I've added into the city. And you can see the city has grown quite a lot. There's a lot more to it. The population, since the last video, the population has trebled. Oh yeah, it has grown significantly. Let me show you. For example, over here, the old I can't even remember what the name of this district was. This was Happy Little Trees. Happy Little Trees Co-op. You can see that the industry is fully developed, and the same with Happy Little Tree Killers, fully developed now. Well, I mean, we struggled for like in the last episode, there was no industry here at all. That is now fully grown. And then over here in Crab Claw Bay, I've finished off putting in all the high density that I wanted to put in, but we've still got a mixture of low density and high density, which I think gives a kind of a nice feel to it. You get that sort of graduation of buildings. These two buildings here, I'm really pleased with those. They're very, very iconic. Give a very definite feel to this part of the islands. Right, do you want to see the new stuff? Yeah, you want to see the new stuff, don't you? Yeah, you do. So do I. So, this is all done now. This is all done. And if we go over here, this is pretty much the same. Now, remember, this is fertile land over here. So this is all growing food. It's all farming. That was the word I was looking for, farming. This is all farming over here. And then we've got more trees and stuff growing at the back. But if we kind of follow the main, you know what? Let's go back over here. Let's follow the main road, the main highway into this part of the city. Because this is going to lead us into the new stuff. And you can see that this is all now fully grown, high density. And we could get... Oh, actually, we should take this junction and go down here. And you can see that while the traffic is pretty busy, it's all moving. Traffic's working pretty well, actually. Once we've had a good look around, I'll show you some of the stats and show you some of the overlays and show you the traffic. This bit here is very sticky. This bit here is very, very sticky. This is not really moving very well. I could have played around with that, but I was like, yeah, I'm more interested in how it looks. Love these train stations. These train stations worked out really, really well. And then here we go. Now we're into some completely new stuff. So we cross the bridge onto the central island, and over here I've put in the medical center monument, and I've actually taken out all the hospitals on the on the entire island, just really to save a bit of cash. because when I turn on all the stuff over at the dam, oh, and wait till you see what I've done with the other half of the dam. Oh my god, I think you might like that. As you can see, this is a mixture of commercial. It's all commercial around the docks and around here, and then it's high density residential around the rest of the island. And here we get joined up to the main central part with this. It's just 2-lane, one way, and it seems to work quite nicely. And of course we've got the train which comes into the centre of this, and I'll be doing train journeys. There are 3 specific train routes which I'll be doing videos on, which are going to be very cool. The sirens drive you crazy. So many sirens. And then we come up here to this part. Now this part I did differently. This part is pretty much the same kind of curly roads and whatever, but this part I did specifically differently. And this part is flanked by these 2 buildings, which are pretty awesome. And wait till you see them at night. They look staggering at night because they're lit differently. You'll see that. And then I've put in this this helipad with a bunch of terminals. And this is a mixture of residential and offices. And it actually still needs a bit of time to mature. It's still not fully grown. It's not maxed out, the levels of the buildings, but it's close. It's getting there. It's getting there. Now I'm gonna set it back to daylight because we'll have a look at stuff specifically during the night. Not just yet. Let me show you everything, and then we'll have a look at stuff at night. Let's get back into free cam. So let's get up into the city, into the main city. So we go up here, and obviously we've got not only the cars going up and down, but we've got the trains going up and down as well. This has worked really nicely, and I've linked the entire city with electricity and water. So the entire city is now connected together by both electricity and water. And we've got this electricity pylon on here carrying the electricity up here. Now you'll see that when we get up to this this middle stage, I haven't put the papelm trees along this part, but once you start to enter the main part of the city, this is the approach up to the main part of the city, we've got the papelm trees lining the route all the way up. Oh my god, the sirens. There's so many police cars. Look, these are the shark interceptors flying above the traffic, and there's millions of the damn things. I've got way too many police in this city. But hey, you know, it's a bit of a police state. I'm going to stay away from the road just so we don't have to listen to the sirens. Now, I debated what to do with this, and I couldn't make my mind up what to put in here. So we ended up not having anything in there. I really should have put something in here, but I just couldn't figure out what the hell would sensibly go there. Let's go over here and look at the grand approach to the centre of the city. Trying to stay away from the sirens as much as I can. It is beautiful. There's no... Oh, look! There's a futuristic plane taking off. The airport's switched on. And we go through the triumphal arch. And then we can go down to road level. And there's going to be some very cool bus rides around this, showing everything off. These centre buildings are just staggering, aren't they? The guy who did all of these super tall buildings did like an awesome job. And of course they look even better at night. Now the centre island, I finally finished it off, and I went for this design, which is kind of it's kind of sort of octagonal. And I went for a theme of just the hibiscus with these scattered purple trees, and I've actually reflected that throughout the city. There are little patches of these hibiscus and purple trees with little parks of different designs. We go over here. You can see there's these little parks, and I finished the centre of the city with a mixture of residential and offices. And I've got to say, this is exactly what I envisaged. Oh, there's a hospital there. They haven't taken it. I could take that hospital out. In fact, there's probably hospitals. I don't think I took the hospitals out from up here. That saved me a few grand. And then over here, we've got the airport, and I've put a little bobble on each end and put in the approach lights properly. But we'll have a look at those at night, I think. They show up a lot better at night. And we've got all the futuristic planes coming into land. The 797s, I think these are. Oh, and an alien spaceship. Oh, and an ESA space plane. That was good timing. All the cool futuristic planes all at the same time. Oh, another alien spaceship. Talking of alien spaceships, I've got a treat for you right at the end of this video. Okay, let's go have a look at the other half of the dam. Well, both halves of the dam, actually. Now, this island over here and this island over here, I have left those empty. Because I was thinking about filling them in, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be doing, really, what I've done on these two islands. I'm just going to be repeating it. I didn't have any like clever ideas for these two islands, so I kind of left them as they were. Now the train has been rerouted, and let me show you. So the train now comes across here, and before it went across over to there, and I didn't like the way that worked. So I've relayed the train so that it comes up here, and then it splits at this point. And one half of the track goes into the secret industrial complex, and the other one goes along here, along the mountains. I've actually followed one of the trains. Oh my god, it's a fantastic journey, and it is beautiful. And then it goes around here, and then I've developed this out a little bit, and I've developed this one out a little bit to get this going across here. And I think this looks so much better now. I really worked hard on the curves so that this would look pretty good. You can tell me. You can leave me a comment. Tell me, do you think it looks good? Do you think it sucks? So it's a very long train journey, that one, up into the city, and then obviously you've got the train journey from this part of the city up into the city on the outer track. So we've got the inner track, which is coming in from this direction, and then the local trains are on the outer track. And I promised that I'd show you what these stations look like from inside. Well, I'll show you that when I do the train journeys. These things look awesome inside. Right. We'll set this back one more time, and we'll go and take a look at the secret industrial complex. I have made a couple of changes to this side, and then the other side. Oh, I'm so pleased with the other side. Probably my favourite thing is on the other side. I'll show you that. So over here, we've got the. I'll show you. I'll show you where the train comes in on the other side when we look at the other side. So the train comes in, and it actually goes underground through these mountains. And then it comes out. Where the hell does it come out? Oh, it comes out over here. So it comes out over here. It doesn't go very deep. It's kind of shallow, just under the ground. And then it comes out here, and then goes around the curve of the mountain, just mirroring the road, really. And then all the way around. And then it drops down across the road, and you can see I've added a few things in. Like I've added one of these storage tanks in over here. I added something on the other side. What did I add on the other side? I can't remember now. I was pleased when I added it. I can't remember what the hell it was now. Anyway, this train comes down into this train station down here. So that's going to be one of the other journeys, which will be from off the map coming in and then all the way around here, showing you both sides of the dam in great detail. What the hell did I add in? I added something in. I can't remember what the hell it was. Now I did have some industrial along here and along this side, but it created pollution, and I was like, nah, it just doesn't look right. So I took that out. I do love panning kind of up here, because I think it just looks freaking awesome. Now, this side of the dam I really like, and probably this is the more complex of the two, but let's go and take a look at the other side, because the other side, the other side is my favourite side. Let's get around here, and I'll give you kind of the surprise look as you kind of pop over the top of the cliffs. And again, I've hidden it by raising all of the cliffs around the outside, but when you pop over the top, oh, look at that! Look at that! Are you looking at these and going, what the hell are those? When I found out about that, oh man, I was so pleased. And like I put them in, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, the guys, all the people that left me comments saying, oh, for God's sake, you've had like four episodes on the dam, go and do something else, for God's sake. I thought, you're missing out. You're missing out, guys. Now, over here, what I've done is, so we've got the dam filling up just like it did on kind of the other side, except that we've got this kind of arrangement down here, and we've got these stepping up along the road. I think they just look staggering, these tanks. Don't you think that looks good? And I've made it not symmetrical, so like it's narrower on this side, and then you've got this row of water purifiers going down here. Now I've put in all these are actually garbage incinerators, but I think they look awesome. And then this feeds into this canal system, and the canals feed into these distribution tanks, which then feed into these other ones. I am so pleased with that. I hope you like it as much as I do. Now the train, when the train comes in, goes through the cliff here, brief little bit underground, and then it follows along the side of the cliff up here, and then I put this in, which I think is quite nice. It just goes into the cliff, and then we've got this little bridge going just in front of the landing pad, which I thought that was quite a nice little touch. I would have loved to get this bridge even, but like I played around with it for a while and it's like incredibly freaking difficult. If you've tried tunneling through mountains, it's not the easiest thing in the world. And I was like, after messing around with it for a while, because I've spent freaking hours on this. I don't know whether you can tell, but I've got a stinking cold. I've had a stinking cold for the last 3 days, and I haven't been able to do any recording. So yeah, I decided to just kind of leave it like that. I love these views down into the two halves of the dam. And I love that I've got them looking, like, I think, quite different. You know, similar, but still distinctly unique. So there you go. That's the island. Do you want to have a look at it at night? Because there are a few highlights at night. Let's. It's getting to evening. Let's crank it down a little bit further. Come on, get to evening. Because when this all lights up at night, it's pretty staggering. Now, a lot of this is actually turned off. So you won't see the full effect. When I do the train journeys and stuff, I'm going to turn all of these lights on so that everything is lit up. Oh, let's get back into free cam so that we can see this. I do love how this all lights up at night. And I'm running it on slow at the moment, so it does take a little bit of a while to get there. But I think it's worth it. I love watching the planes take off. Almost night time. Where's the sun? Where's the sun going down? Oh, the sun's going down over there. Oh, here we go. And now the city starts to light up. And all of these... I love these buildings. These little domes. They look so good. Let's have a little look around as the place is starting to light up. The same over here. Now, all of these are turned off, so these will actually these will light up, and like all the fusion reactors are turned off. These garbage atomizers are turned off. But a lot of the buildings are on. These Gausses are turned off as well. So a lot of these buildings will be lit up. This will be a lot brighter when I do the train journeys. Oh, and I've got these turned off, and these are so cool when they're lit. As you can see on the other side, if we go over here, because they're very bright, they show up really, really well. Because all of these are turned off and the Gausses are turned off. Now, see these red things? Let's go and take a look. I'll give you a quick... let's see if I can get a slow pan over Crabclaw. Here we go. Love the old zigzag road. And then if we go over here, you can see these are lit with red lights. And the first time I saw those when I put, because I didn't realise they were lit with red lights. And the first time it lit up at night when I was working on it, it was like, oh, look at that! That's very cool. The whole nighttime thing is very, very cool. And then finally, let's go up and take a look at the main city. Because I think this at nighttime is just... I think it really is beautiful. I love how this has come together. And I love that these ones are lit with blue lights. Because it kind of creates a focus. And the airport is turned on, and we've got the approach lights. Oh, there goes a flying saucer. Off it goes. Here's a 797 or a 979 or whatever it is. I think it's a 797. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So there you go, guys. That's Aquitania. Now, I said I had one surprise for you at the end of the video. Should we do that now? Yeah, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Now, please leave me comments if there's anything that you specifically want to see in like the journeys around the city and stuff. Let me know, and I'll do my best to include it. Those videos will be coming out in the next day or two. I'll be splitting my time between doing that and doing Snowfall. Although I may have to do, thinking about it, I may have to do them in anticipation of before I can get onto Snowfall, because I really need to unload all of the mods that I've got loaded for this, because all the mods, or pretty much all the mods, are broken with Snowfall. And I've got so many assets loaded that I want to kind of clear everything out and start again. So yeah, let's do this. Let's do this little surprise. Let's do this little surprise. Let's get into daylight, and I'll show you this. So the question is, how do the aliens keep control of the human population? Well, of course, they do it with giant spaceships. So I thought we should have one of the giant spaceships in. And I thought, seeing as this is kind of like a big landing bay, maybe this is where the giant spaceships come in and dock the troops, or I don't know. But let's put it in. Let's put it in. I've got to remember. Oh, yeah. It's in water, funnily enough. Now, some of you will know what I'm going to put in, I'm sure. But here we go. Here we go. Let's put this puppy in. Now, I've just got to find a nice spot to put it in. I want it kind of over the landing pad. Somewhere around, maybe about there. Yeah, do I want it that? Actually, that orientation works. You can spin it round and have it pointing in any direction you want, but I think we'll go with that. And you can have, I could have multiple around the islands, but I think we're just gonna have that one. Now, some of you will love it and go, oh, yeah, what a cool way to end the series. And some of you will look at it and go, oh my god, I freaking hate it, you've ruined the entire city putting that in. Personally, I freaking love it. I'm sure you guys recognise this as a Gundam spacecraft. But I love that. Just kind of hovering over the landing pad, as if it's just kind of coming into dock. I love it. Absolutely love it. I was thinking about, I kind of put one in. I was thinking of putting one over here, sort of guarding the entrance of the city. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to leave it in. I'm going to take it out, but I will show you what it would look like, because it kind of looks cool, like guarding the entrance to the city. So we want it round, probably something like that orientation. Where do I want it? I want it kind of looming over the road, kind of thing. So I don't know, maybe kind of there. It's kind of imposing for all the people coming up to the central city. They've got to go past, well, they've got to go underneath the giant spacecraft. God, the sirens drive you crazy, don't they? We need a mod, no sirens. I bet there is one. I bet somebody's done that already. And all the trains and everything. Well, I loved that when I put it in. And a lot of people hated on this this bridge arrangement, so they didn't like it. But I've come to absolutely love it. I think it really kind of defines the city. This whole crazy train arrangement. So there you go. That's Aquitania. I kind of wish that I had spent more time on it than I did. But the way that the thing has finished up, I've got to say, I've pretty much achieved everything that I wanted to achieve when I set out to build this. I wanted these kind of big, sprawling industrial areas, and I've got those. I wanted this, exactly this effect around Crab Claw Bay. The dam was like a totally unexpected bonus. I didn't think I was going to come up with that, and that has worked out beautifully. I mean, I think that's the kind of the jewel in the crown. Love these tanks, absolutely love them. You know, I might leave that in. I kind of like it. Oh man. And then the central city is everything that I wanted. That has exceeded my expectations for what I could do with this. That really is I think one of my best builds. Alright guys, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to go off and I guess start recording the train journeys and bus journeys around the city and whatever. But like I said, if you've got any special requests, let me know. If somebody comes up with something that's like really cool, then I can always load up the mods again and record something if somebody comes up with a really clever idea. I hope you've enjoyed this series as much as I have, because it has been like a joy to do. And I will catch you for some train journeys and some bus journeys and snowfall. Peace out, guys.